Hello everyone and welcome back to night number 4 of our Bloodsport tournament. This is the final part of the left bracket of round 1. Ken Shamrock versus Steve Blackman, Suzuki versus Nakamura, Bam Bam Bigelow versus Dr. Death Steve Williams, and Brody King versus Jon Moxley. And here we go, the cage comes down, ready for our first match of the evening. Ken Shamrock versus Steve Blackman. Both of these guys do have an MMA background, so it'll be interesting to see which one of the two of them can come out on top of this one. And of course there is a place in the next round for the winner to face off against the winner of Minoru Suzuki and Shinsuke Nakamura. I'll be honest, it's Steve Blackman who's doing well here at the moment. Big knee in the gut. But yeah, Blackman's doing really well. I really thought this would be a win for Ken Shamrock, and it might still be. I mean, we've only just started, but at the moment, Blackman doing incredibly well. Shamrock rolling Blackman over and raining down with the strong left hands into the face. Shamrock now with a DDT. And then locking in that cross armbar. As there's the big strikes in the face and breaking free once again. Big DDT now by Blackman on Shamrock, and again taking more and more control. As now the claw to the shoulder. Shamrock once again bringing Blackman back up. Into the corner he goes. Before gonna follow this one up. Before he follows it up. Big boot into the chest. And now Shamrock does have the arm wrenched behind the back. Not quite enough though. Big elbow in the knee. And Shamrock now locking in with a sleeper hold. But fought back here then by Blackman. Both guys come into the middle together, and it's Blackman who takes control, sending Shamrock into the corner. There's a strike right in the face. And, oh, Blackman was looking for the, wow, looking for the Frankensteiner, but Ken Shamrock reversed it into a super powerbomb, and now locking in the ankle lock. That could be game, set, match here for Steve Blackman. No, Blackman able to roll it through. Shamrock really should be grapevining the body there to try and keep Blackman down, but not able to do so. But Ken Shamrock once again taking control, fighting it back. Blackman now taking Shamrock up and dropping him face first. I think Shamrock's head may have caught the bottom rope there for a second. And look at that kick in their head. by Steve Blackman, who now locks in with a cross armbar. Shamrock, though, able to break free. Raining down the strikes into the face of Steve Blackman. And Shamrock has been busted open. Steve Blackman went for the kick there. Shamrock able to slow down his run to be able to avoid it. Nice. Ken Shamrock really wrenching away at the arm. Shamrock with a boot in the chest. In with that belly-to-belly slam before working back on the arm of Steve Blackman. Smart maneuver, because you're not only weakening the arm trying to get the submission, but you're also weakening the arm to the point where it's going to make it very difficult for your opponent to lock in submissions of their own. And there's the ankle lock once again, and straight away Steve Blackman has to tap, and Ken Shamrock moves through to round number 2. Right, let's have a look and see what that does to the rankings. So Ken Shamrock was a -1. He's going to move up to 0. And Steve Blackman was on -2. He's going to move down to -3. Right, there we go then. Ken Shamrock victorious. He will face the winner of our next match, Minoru Suzuki versus Nakamura. And here we go then. We've got Nakamura versus Suzuki. Another absolute strike fest. This should be another interesting one. Both of these two very brutal competitors, to say the least. That's Suzuki now with the strikes, but Nakamura fighting back. Nakamura dropping the knee into the face. Suzuki with a jawbreaker and then in with that big boot as well, taking down Nakamura. Nakamura now with a big boot into the spine. Suzuki bringing Nakamura back up and just choking him away. Now, Suzuki was part of a Bloodsport event. I think he's been part of a few, actually, that I've watched. So he is used to this style. And Suzuki has also done quite a bit of MMA in the past as well. What do I mean the pair of these two? I mean, Nakamura's strikes, the Bomai knee strike and stuff like that, that's an instant knockout. If he can hit that off, I mean, that's the same with both of these guys, really. Both of them are literally just one strike away from getting the victory. It could be at any point in time. Suzuki now wrenching away at the neck, slamming the back of Nakamura's head into the mat. Nice super kick, and big super kick to the back of the head as well. Nakamura now being sent straight into the corner as it looks like the Gotch-style power driver by Suzuki. Suzuki's on one tonight. He does not get paid by the hour, does he? And now wrenching back at the neck. Absolute brutality. Both guys now back up to their feet. Suzuki raining down the strikes once again. Nice slam now by Nakamura, bringing Suzuki back up. A boot in the back of the leg before Suzuki now in with the boots right across the chest. And now the big boot right in the side of the head as well of Suzuki. Now straight in with a cross armbar, and he's got the leg hooked here as well, Nakamura. But Suzuki smartly able to break free. And oh, Suzuki again with the strikes. Suzuki now rolling Nakamura through. Remember, a match against Ken Shamrock is the reward for this one. Big boot in the back of the arm. Another boot into the back again. Suzuki now up on the top rope. Looking in with a double foot stomp, and that's it. Nakamura is gone, and Suzuki is victorious. Whereabouts are you in the rankings, Mr. Suzuki? You are 68th on +4. This is going to move you up to +5. Whereas Nakamura... where are you, Mr. Nakamura? You're on -2. This puts you down to -3. Nakamura having a terrible time, but Suzuki continues to elevate himself higher and higher up the rankings and moves on for an interesting match. Ken Shamrock versus Minoru Suzuki in the next round is going to be a really interesting match. Looking forward to that one. But let's move on to our next match of the evening. And here we go then, match number 3 of the evening. Bam Bam Bigelow up against Dr. Death Steve Williams. This is a very interesting match. This one literally could go either way. I actually have no idea what's going to happen in this. And that's how I like it. Bam Bam now just pinching away at the shoulder. But Dr. Death Steve Williams able to break free. We didn't get a lot of use out of Dr. Death last year, on 2K19. Mainly because there wasn't many options of the Dr. Death core, and the best one, well the one that actually looked like him, was broken last year, so it's handy to now have him available on this year's game, where we can get some more use out of him. I mean, moving forward, the Bloodsport match type is a match type we will continue using in the future. It's not just for this tournament, and of course we are going to be crowning a Bloodsport champion and a Bloodsport women's champion as well. So both of those belts will be defended across the year. So any match suggestions for other ones in this cage, I'm more than happy to use moving forward. I mean, we've got quite a few big names that... I mean, obviously we're not going to see everyone against everyone, so... I mean, after this tournament's finished, there might be some interesting matches you want to see. I don't know, Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez, or Batista versus Goldberg. I think Batista Goldberg actually might be a first round lineup, I'm not sure actually. Big splash attempt, and of course other members of the roster can get involved in this as well. Strike in the gut there. And Bam Bam now, oh, flattens Dr. Death with that powerbomb. Dr. Death fighting back, and there's a big choke slam by him there as well. And Dr. Death, Steve Williams, really taking control of this match now. There's a loose gut wrench powerbomb. Looking for the clothesline. Dr. Death completely missed. And now Bam Bam taking the opportunity. In with a backbreaker on Dr. Death. Now wrench him back at the neck as well. Bam Bam now with a knee in the gut, but Dr. Death caught him quickly. And now going to take him up into a regal plex, folding him up in half, and that's enough. Slamming him on the back of the head was enough to knock out Bam Bam Bigelow and Dr. Death. Steve Williams is moving through to the next round. He was on -1 from one match. This puts him now to 0 from 2. Whereas Bam Bam Bigelow, he was on -1 after 8. Now he moves down to -2 after 9. Right then, it is time for our main event and the final match from the left-hand side of our Bloodsport brackets. And here we go then, an all AEW battle. The House of Black versus the Blackpool Combat Club here, as we have Jon Moxley up against Brody King inside the Bloodsport arena. Now, I'm sure Jon Moxley's been involved in Bloodsport matches because I've seen them. Not quite sure about Brody King, but I feel like he would definitely suit the style, as he's showing here, really working over Moxley. Moxley with a big overhand, and now taking some control back in this one. And Moxley now, he had a bit of a slow start to this one. Brody King really dominated the early parts of the match, but now Moxley is all over this one. Mox now sending Brody King face first into the top turnbuckle. And now Mox wrenching back, reverse dragon sleeper. Just hoisting Brody King up by the neck, which is absolutely brutal. Brody King there with a big knee into the head. And now dropping him next first across the top as well. Right, not sure what happened there. We had a little bit of a crash, but we're fine. We're back. You've not missed out, I promise. Brody King really been busted open actually in a couple of places by the looks of it. Both sides of their head. And I think that just that excites Moxley, you know. When Moxley sees the blood flowing from his opponent, I think that, like I said, it excites him and makes him just build up to another level. Mox stiff forearm. And now I think he was looking for a fisherman's suplex, but Brody King fights back with a clothesline. Oh, Brody King! Wow, what power that was. And now in, oh my god, dropping him with the end of days as well. But Moxley's still just about surviving. But for how long can Moxley survive in this one? Brody King now taking Moxley up in with the backbreakers. Brody King, big discus forearm into the face. Both guys back up, and it's Moxley fighting back now. Brody King, though, with his big elbows right into the gut. And, oh, with a massive headbutt as well. And you know what? I think he's struggling more and more here now, Moxley. I really thought he was going to get this one, but as time's gone on, Brody King's strength has just taken him from strength to strength. Brody King now with Moxley up on the shoulder, in with a power slam. And a big discus forearm into the face of Moxley. How long is Moxley going to survive this? This is the thing I can't quite get over. There's now Moxley wrenching back up at the arms. Nice slam once again. And again, Moxley slammed face first into the mat. But how? How is Moxley surviving this? Maybe he can't survive for much longer. That's a big win, that is. That is a big win. That is probably the big surprise victory so far for me. Jon Moxley eliminated in the first round of the Bloodsport tournament. Where is Moxley? Moxley. There you go. He was on +6. He's now going to drop down to oh my god, +4. Sorry, I mistyped there for a second. And Brody King was on +3. This is his first ever singles victory. Moves him up to +4. Wow, massive victory. That means now we know finally the second round of the left-hand side of the brackets. Of course, if you want to see the brackets, check out, there's a link in the description down below. But don't go too far. There are tabs along the bottom, and just make sure you don't go too far across because there may be spoilers if you're not watching this up to date. But round 2 at this point in time, we've got Butterbean versus Pete Dunne, JBL versus Mark Mero, Matt Riddle versus Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, Bryan Danielson versus Braun Strowman, Tomasso Ciampa versus Tomohiro Ishii, Ken Shamrock versus Minoru Suzuki, and Dr. Death Steve Williams versus Brody King. Right, we'll be back tomorrow then when we start things off with the right-hand side of the brackets. And in that we have got Bobby Lashley versus Masahiro Shono, The Undertaker versus Alberto Del Rio, Conor McGregor versus Cain Velasquez, and Dan the Beast 7 versus Tank Abbott. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Good night, God bless. Auf Wiedersehen. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.